And what this is essentially a replacement for any type of die that you might need to roll. Rather than rolling that die, you can just take this coin and spin it because it's perfectly balanced and has protruded centers on each side. And you can just spin it and then stop it at any moment by putting your finger on it. Then whatever value is beside your finger essentially acts as the value that you would have rolled. And it has all these different numbers on it segmented in different ways, each representing a different die. So if you want to roll a D3 or a D6 or a D12 or a D20, there's going to be options for that. And then you're just looking at those numbers when you spin the die, and then you're going to be using that for your roll. But on the backside, it has a couple other options, including a yes, no, maybe. So if you want to use it as kind of a magic 8-ball, you can use that. And it also has some letters around the outside, so you can also use this as a cipher. But my favorite use of this coin is to use it as a timer. And I know that might seem a little bit unconventional, but you can actually spin this and then just use it as a timer, because whenever it stops spinning, then the time is up. And the reason that I really like this as a timer is because how much time you get depends on how well you spun it. Because if you don't spin it well, it's going to topple over sooner and give you less time. So it has a little bit of variability, which is something that you can't actually get with a sand timer. It also just looks really cool and has a nice weight to it. It also comes with a little stand so you can put it up on display. Of course, this is called Cthulhu CoinSides, so it is themed with a cultist type of theme, but I believe they will also be offering their original CoinSides as well. That can also replace dice in the same way and can also be used as a timer, but it has a really classy look to it, especially with the different suits of the cards on each of the quadrants. And they did send me one of these during the first campaign, and the quality is really solid, and I don't use it all the time, but it is a nice change of pace if you just want to switch it up once in a while. I do like rolling dice, but it is also fun spinning stuff. I think this is just a nice tool to have at any moment, especially if you're a game master and you want certain outcomes to be dependent on a single dice roll. Obviously, if you want to roll multiple dice at once, it's faster to roll all those dice than to spin this coin multiple times. But if you are just rolling one die, this is a great alternative because it also just stays in the spot that you spin it. It's not going to bounce all over the table, knock over tokens, or fly off the table. And since this has so many uses to it, it just makes it really versatile for that single roll. And if this one sounds interesting to you, links in the description below.